Maybe you've thought about if you're not sure if you could try this diet out for yourself. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tried and true methods that I've used while I've been on the carnivore diet. And I've been on the diet for over 70 days. So I know a few things. All right, let's get started with the first thing. You may want to take a screenshot of this, and that is making sure that you are prepared with these items. Now, these items right here are going to help you through your first week of being a carnivore. And you might be like, why you got toilet tissue on there? You're going to find out in a second. So make sure you take a screenshot of these items because you don't want to have to run out while you're doing your oxalate detoxing while you're on the carnivore diet. All right. Tip number 1 is you want to make sure that you are tapering off. You want to make sure that you're tapering off. Tapering off foods that you are not going to be eating anymore. This is going to include sugar, candy, and of course, carbs. How do you do the tapering off method? Well, say for example, you're starting off with candy. Say we're doing candy bars. You're eating candy bars every week, right? What you'll want to do is maybe every day you have 2 candy bars. The first day, say we start on a Monday, you're having those 2 candy bars, right? But then Tuesday, you're going to have 1.5. Then Wednesday, you're only going to have 1. Thursday, you're going to half that candy bar in half. And Friday, you're only going to have that one little half. And then Saturday is 0. You won't add any more candy to your diet. You're going to keep on going. And you do the same tapering off method with sugar, if you're putting that in your coffee, if you're putting that in cereal, and if you're even wanting to cut out bread. Bread is a carb. I love bread. Oh my gosh, I used to go crazy smelling fresh bakery bread. And then also, I used to bake really well. So, yeah, you want to make sure you're definitely tapering off with carbs. If you're used to introducing that in your breakfast, just start tapering it down, whether it's toast, whether it's bread or cereal or some sort of oatmeal or grain. Okay, we're going to go on to our next tip, which is you're going to have withdrawal symptoms, just so you know, and they may be a little bit hard on you. Yeah, that first week, maybe the first 2 days, you may feel okay, but by the third day, you may experience some headaches. You may experience migraines. That's what happened to me. I went all in and I quit sugar and coffee and carbs at the same exact time. If you can push through it, then do it. But I recommend if you can just taper off and just let go of one thing at a time, that might be easier on the withdrawal process for you. Also, you might get irritable. You might feel like, you know what? I don't want to deal with anyone. I don't want to talk to anybody. Yeah. So that's one of the symptoms. Also, being fatigued, feeling extremely tired, and also having a strong craving for those sugar carbs that you've eliminated from your diet. Now, there are some side effects with this. As you can see in the secondhand column, this is, of course, you may have the runs. Yeah. It's part of the diet. I think at least every carnivore has gone through this at least once. That just means that you're consuming too much animal fat. And the second point is you may be constipated. Maybe you can't go to the bathroom. And in this case, you can always use a tea to help remove that from your system. All right. The second tip that we're going to tell you here is don't make any plans. I've already told you the withdrawal symptoms that you're going to go through and how hard it's going to be. It's going to be harder if you're trying to manage outings with friends and families and to be upbeat. It's also going to be difficult as you're going to be around people that may have things that you want that might tempt you. So you want to make sure you're steering clear of that. And also, you're going to feel very, very tired. You're going to have low energy. You're going to feel extreme fatigue at times because you're not converting that sugar to energy anymore. Now you're converting your animal fat to energy, and that takes your body a bit of time to adjust to that. And then also you might feel like a little bit achy. I was getting like some cramps in my hands because I just didn't have the right balance of electrolytes in my body. And then you may feel emotional. Yes, y'all might be hearing about, hangry. Well, you may not necessarily be hangry, but you might be irritated because you can't have that one thing that you want. So again, don't take on any kind of major plans, trips, or outings with friends and family. All right, we're going to go on to our third point, which is you want to stay hydrated. Staying hydrated is going to prevent a lot of those symptoms to be minimalized. You may still experience them, but they may not be as amplified. So this is going to help with any kind of body cramps or soreness that you're going to experience. It's also going to help lessen the fatigue that you'll experience during this detox. And then also, it's going to prevent you from being dehydrated. And being dehydrated actually causes the headaches and the migraines. It also causes you to become irritable, but also it's going to prevent you from being constipated. And it's going to it's also going to help you to be able to use the bathroom as you need to. Also, with being hydrated, it's not just about drinking water. And I have to emphasize this because when I first started off with the carnivore diet, I thought it was all about you just drinking water. I didn't realize that electrolytes played a pivotal role in me continuing the diet. All you need to get is these things called Element. They are sticks. I have a link in the description for you below if you want to check them out. But you can also use Redmond salt to help with you staying hydrated. And then, of course, making sure you're adding salt to your food. Now, if you like these tips, make sure that you are hitting the like and subscribe button, as we want to make sure that you are well prepared and getting all of the updates on our channel so that way you can continue your carnivore lifestyle. All right, we have step 4, which we don't want to miss out on, and that's going to be rest. I know some people say, okay, as soon as I do this diet, I'm also going to start exercising. You don't want to always do that. This is the time that you need to be gentle with yourself. Yes, be gentle with yourself. And you're going to want to take day naps. It's highly recommended that you make sure you take a nap before 3 p.m. Because that's going to mess with your circadian clock, your inner clock that helps you to know the difference between daytime and nighttime. So that's when you'll know when to sleep. Also, don't sleep no longer than 25 minutes, or again, that's going to mess up your evening sleep. And then also, you want to make sure that you are not bringing the tech to bed. That's so hard. I know. Some of us like to scroll in bed. Some of us like to also text in bed or watch Netflix on our phone. Just shut it down an hour before. If you need to bring something to bed, it's going to be a regular book. Yes. And then, of course, I have 2 more points here, which is get a fan and get like some cooling sheets or bamboo sheets, because that's going to help you to stay cool at night, as part of the symptoms is sweating. Yes, you will sweat a lot during this time. All right, so this is our 5th point, and I want to drive this home. Remember, guys, we are going to come out with another video you can watch right after this, which is going to tell you more points on how you can survive week 1 and 2 of the carnivore diet. Okay, so remember, guys, you don't need to exercise when you're on carnivore, especially in the beginning. Remember the last point I just made, you want to rest, right? But right now, be kind to yourself, be kind to your body. Your body is healing at this very time. So you want to make sure you're just getting in those naps. All right, if you feel like this video has provided you with value, be sure that you like and subscribe. But I want to tell you something else. If you feel like, Mel, I'm still needing to prepare for this 2nd week of carnivore, make sure you're clicking on that next video. And of course, I'll see you in the next video.